Hey everybody, this is Chef. Welcome back to Reus2, where you find us in the middle of our Apex Biotica selection, because I would like to do True Ice Age today. And the only way that we can do True Ice Age is by getting one of our 3-star Apex Biotica in our draft, in order to maintain the rules of challenge mode. So I've reset this 5 or 6 times, we have finally gotten access to a Smilodon. Now all that we need to do is pick up a mammoth, a giant sloth, and a ground squirrel, and we are good to go. This is also going to come with crab meeting spot, and it's also going to come with legendary gold. We are playing easily minor for this game, which we'll probably enjoy that legendary gold quite a bit. Then we have swamp giant, ocean giant, and ice age tundra giant as our 3 spirits. So if we're going to need to fit 2 apex biotica and a third 2-star apex biotica into 1 ice age tundra, we're going to need a big one. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then an extra 2 for cities on each side. It's going to be a very cold planet, this game. Go ahead and give me one of these. On this side, we'll have you settle over here. And then we'll also set up a small rainforest for you on this side. On the other side, I don't know. Small ocean, probably, if I had to guess. So, for a science booster, I would be happy to give you Primal Slate. You have no synergies whatsoever. Does anything else want to be next to a mineral? A caribou does, and it also helps us get a bit of extra food. So that's a nice little self-sustained patch right there. That should push you to 3. Primal Flint is no slouch when it comes to science generation. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and then a second mineral. Duh. Why don't you take one of these? And then neither of those are going to help you out that much. So we might draft and see what else we get out of that one. Let's come over here and set up our second village. There's going to be a lot of animals in this biome, so Hunter seems pretty good. We'll also appreciate having an ocean next to her. Go ahead and pop one of those down. And then I guess these last 2 tiles can also be rainforest. We'll plug that in here in a little bit. So off you go. First Ice Age draft is always the same. We don't have to look for anything here. I wouldn't mind having Primal Flint. Oh, never mind, you don't go extinct. That's weird, because in real life you are definitely extinct. But we're going to be pretty animal heavy, so Arctic Fox seems kind of nice. This also gives us something to put in a forest. This also gives us something to put in a savanna. It also gives us biodiversity, which we're going to need. I don't believe the rest of you give us... Well, bone gives you a little biodiversity. Dandelion gives you a little bit. But actually, I think bone is just kind of better than mudpool, isn't it? Because we're probably not going to play an Arctic Fox. Yeah, give me the bone. Because hunters will also appreciate having a Castoroides around. That is going to be a nice animal for you. Do they all have to be in the same biome? No. Oh, that's really interesting. Because that means that we could invasive species one of them. If it makes sense to do. Huh. Okay. Well, I'll give you double anchovy here. That way I don't have to worry about trying to shoehorn their adjacency bonus in later. It seems like we consistently forget to do that. I don't think that takes you to 3, because that's only 20 food. So what else are you going to want over here? You could take a kelp. You would be next to a fish bioticum. And that would give you the last 10 that you need. Minor Village would like to work on a stone cutter, probably. It can give you a 3rd element bioticum with this bone, I believe. Yeah. and it'll fit in right there very conveniently. And then any element in rainforest, we can do stone. So stonecutter will work. Good. Huntress is done. Good. Let's go start our third village. I do not feel like having people fight this game, so we'll just plunk down the poet. You have a money tile. I would love to have that be a Casteroides. I might not be able to get you to do it in the prologue, but I don't need you to pop off in the prologue. So you're going to want to be next to an animal, a plant, and a mineral. Mink wants to be next to a plant. None of my plants want to be next to minerals. And Bone wants to be next to an animal. That should be the easiest synergy in the world to set up. It would be Mink here. Sedge here. Because Carrot is just not that good. Even if you put it next to a plant, it's still very underwhelming. And then Bone. Oh, it's backwards. Not much I can do about that. Give me my first ocean draft. And I think I wouldn't mind looking for, like, Pearl? Yeah. Pearl would be pretty good here. I'll let you finish your placement. We have 4 biodiversity here, thanks to our pair of anchovies. So I'll give you world's largest pearl, which should be 5 prosperity, basically all by itself. And then I will also pick up an expando tile. We'll expand this rainforest out. We'll get ready to give you another type of biome next era. Either forest or savanna, I think I'm allowed to do. Yeah, forest and savanna are our 2 secondaries. So there you go. Put one of those expansion charges over there. Still have 5 Eon until your first era is done. You can start giving the miner a few nice things. Primal Flint is also an element. You do have the biodiversity for it, and you wouldn't mind upgrading a tile. That's true. Yeah, come and do that. Just keep edging you closer to your Miner Village level 2 request. Yeah, this Castroid should be very large now. Yeah. Good. Go to New Era. Definitely feeling an Iron Age here. Though we do fulfill the criteria for a Hunter Age. Great Hall and Celebration of Predators yield food and gold for prowess. I don't have a ton of good predators right now, though. I have some decent animals, but I don't have great predators. I didn't take things like tuna, for example. Neolithic Revolution, plants in Ice Age are just a struggle, so it's really going to be Monument Age or Iron Age. Poet is making a monument. I'd rather just have the miner build the Great Forge, I think. I think that's going to be the easiest one to take care of. Let's go ahead and do our secondary biomes. Why don't you take a savanna? You can have one of these. And then we'll need a second extendo tile, and then we'll need a village. Meanwhile, you want one more of any mineral. Go ahead and take a stone on this mineral booster, which wants to be next to anything that has base science output. It's going to be none of your animals. So you're going to have to wait until your swamp giant is done creating a savanna. Poet rating technology from Huntress, I'm okay with that. That can happen. You can have this Ramon tree. Huntress Village wants one more pop. Fishing hut should be really easy. Because we're already at 2. We can go to 4 fairly easily. As long as I can put clownfish in shallow water. Or in deep water. I can. So I can do anemone here. And then I can do clownfish. Or I could do sea crate here. And then I could do herring. Because you're... Well, no, because the sea crate's not a fish. It's a snake. Yeah, so anemone here because it has to go in shallows. Clownfish here. I hate that it's going to be split. Actually, I hate that it's going to be split a lot. Do I hate that it's split so much that I would rather do, like, trapper? Would you rather pass up on 20 gold? You know, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I would, because the sloth is pretty high food, if I remember correctly. So I can go hunter here, because I think you're going to be low on gold for where you'd like to be. And then you want to work on scribe. Because scribe is just going to give you the most things overall, and it should be easy to get food out of a savanna. So yeah, you can have that. Go for it. You are also interested in having an animal and a plant. So pearls are a critter. Seems like a natural place to put one of you. You also need to get Huntress Village population up. Maybe just give Huntress a herring. You have one of those. Take your... I'll wait on it. You don't need to do it right now. That's animal number 4 for you. And then you also need plant. We can go sea anemone, clownfish. And then we'll need 1 plant, 1 mineral to go over here, so we can do, like, quartz okra. I'm assuming I'll have access to. You can actually just put the clownfish in now. No, not quartz okra, amethyst. An animal biotica. Yeah, that's fine. No, because you wanted to do a plant. You can do redstone. It's still sun gold. Redstone okra. Hunter stealing population from poet. I guess that's also fine. I can't immediately think of why it wouldn't be. And then that's your scribe done. Good. Huntress needs an extra 10 population. Don't immediately know how to get that to you. Minor Town needs 5 science, 10 wealth, 1 mineral. Science, wealth, mineral. I can give you iguana. Iguana's food. Adjacent to critter. Unlikely. Papaya tree is food. It could be iron. You could just do iron iguana. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it does give you a little bit of extra great forgeness. And then it gives you a little extra food so we can keep our population up. So why don't you come over here, buy me an expando charge. You go here. Expand there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'd have a village go here? I guess it's just going to be a big savanna. Sure. Small rainforest, big savanna. Alright, so that's next era. What are our micro? Science on plant, food on animal, science on mineral. Science on mineral is the easiest primal flint of my life. food on animal. I don't think I have any animals on a booster. Science on mineral could also be that stone. Get your you get your tech all the way to 25. Sure. I don't know where your wealth is going to come from, but we'll figure it out. And then science on plant, I don't think we have anywhere to take advantage of. That's gold on animal, so food on animal is not really going to help us out that much. None boosters in the ocean, as far as I remember. No, wait, you're a gold booster. But you're not an animal, you're a mineral. So that's not going to do anything for us. And then you're a gold booster, so that doesn't do anything for us. I don't think we have any other boosters to take advantage of, so now we're looking at, is anybody close to their next threshold? 3 of 10, 5 of 15, 0 of 10. 10 of 15, 3 of 5, 5 of 10. 2, 2, 1. Extremely not. 3 of 5 is about the closest we can get. So that would be another woolly moth caterpillar on a bone that's about to bury itself. But I think that would get you to 5, because you're at 15 of 20 on 3 right now. So we can maybe get one more invention out of you. Let's see how close that gets. If this is 20 points for 4, then we're in there. It is. Beautiful. So you'll invent one more thing. And then we can go ahead and advance to new arrow. We've built ourselves a very nice great forge this time around. Good. Castles and knights. Huntress food, so she's gonna want herbivore. That could be okay. Miner wants tech. He's going to want construction. That's fine. Poet wants gold. He's going to want gems. I think he already has 2. This is not a bad castles and knights. This is not a bad castles and knights at all. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can do that fairly easily. So yours should be almost done, if it's not done already. You need one more herbivore biotica. Could I interest you in expanding? No, we don't have an herbivore in the ocean. You would need to give a Castor-Roides on a slot that's now a mineral booster. Each adjacent bioticum that's 2-star or higher. So you could do 1 2-star here. You could bury this. You just need to place one more herbivore. It could also be a ground squirrel instead of a mink, and then you would just have to remember to never upgrade this tile. I think I can remember to never upgrade that tile. Here's your 4th herbivore. 5 animals with base food yield. We are going to be putting down a lot of animals, but we could also give you any 4th fish. And you would also be happy about that, and you just expanded. It doesn't even have to be distinct. I think Fishing Fleet is going to be better than Butcher. And I would really like to prioritize your food. We can fix your gold later. Also, just having Jet is going to be a pretty big deal. So Jet goes here. You have given us an alder. Double if next to extinct. And then I want to upgrade these tiles. It sucks that we're destroying a science booster, because that would not be a bad primal flint. But I need that sedge to be upgraded to something new. Your Le Chateau needs 2 more construction bioticum, but it's because these tiles got bulldozed. So we can just replace those fairly easily. what are your 2 stars going to be? You actually don't have any 2 stars. You're going to need to draft them. So go look for your giant sloth. Because you need specifically that. There it is. Good. So now you take giant sloth and you play it. All plants in biome gain extinct 35 and the extinct rule. You go here. Then you play a woolly willow, which doesn't have science output, but it's the only thing you have, and you want to slam down as many plants as possible in this biome. Because it's also going to turn your jet on, to have that be the second 2-star. So Huntress is extremely done. No, you need one more fish. Draft one more fish then. I don't think I've ever played a sunfish, but what does a crab meeting spot need to make it tick? Distinct critter bioticum on the planet. Barrelize is a critter. None of you were a critter. I'm taking the critter. Barrelize has to go in the deep. I will upgrade you to level 2. Give you a barrelize. That is going to finish your fishing fleet. We will not have to look at the Hunter's Town anymore. No animal booster? I'll live. That's okay. What else do you want to put in that slot, though? Adjacent to 2 distinct ocean animals? Yeah, you could do that here or here. You have none 2-star plants. It doesn't matter. You can go here. And we're going to wait on that, because I might need the Eon to place other stuff. The other thing that we want to make sure gets done here, as we obviously take statue, because we're already going to be playing Element Biotica, is we want to make sure we have every possible plant down in this biome. So you're construction, but not element, and that's the kind of thing that's annoying, because it doesn't progress statue, but it does progress Le Chateau. You can go here, and then an extinct gold producer. Can't be done. Does not exist. Well, does exist. But I would need to get you next to a plant. Oh, you're playing an alder there. Yeah, you would be fine here. This would bring great joy to your life. So you need 2 element biotica, and 1 needs to be tagged construction. Draft rainforest. This is your first rainforest draft. Here's an element. Here's a construction. Here's a construction and an element. Alright, those seem perfect. Go with that. That was forest. That wasn't rainforest. I got so excited. Alright, we'll try this again. Rainforest. Element. Not construction. None of these construction. I will still take the element. You will come over here. You will place flint next to a Ramon tree. That is going to put you at element 4. And then you need something that is both construction and element. Can it be done? Element, 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 construction element. You can do it with iron. Do they have to be distinct? No. You can just play a second iron. That also finishes Minor Town 3. Also apparently finishes Poet Town somehow. Not entirely sure how that happened. And then Poet needs 20. Well, I know immediately how that's going to happen. Do African wild dogs have fur? No. Scavenger, predator, domesticable. Then we're just going to have to go with theater. Because I don't know where you're going to find fur in an ocean savanna biome. Dog. Oh, you need gem, though. Hang on. You need gem. We might not be able to do dog. So you can amethyst a jet. Jet in Savannah too, huh? Arsenic. Bonus in Legacy Biotica. You're 37. I'd really like to see you be 50. If you put a micro on it, it would be at 50, and then you could put a decent arsenic there. It's not a gem, but it helps your jet out, because it's a 2-star. And then you can put a jet here, because you'll have to upgrade that tile. And then you would need to draft Savannah to get a 2-star. You need to draft Savannah to get a 1-star, and then you need to draft it again. So you could get double scavenger tag out of a spotted hyena next to the arsenic and the jet. But it's not a 2-star. You would need to put a second 2-star next to it. Let's do that. And then let's hope we get a decent 2-star. Science and Tech element to reach mineral in the row. I think that's going to be hard to do with the poet wanting everything to be harmony. Monkey orange seems like it would be easier. What about smaller 2-stars? Warthog next to mineral is easy. Red oat is very easy. Fluorite is almost exactly what you want to do, but it's the only 2-star that comes with that. Wildebeest is good. Pataya's okay. I think this is going to give us the most flexibility. Warthog and Red Oat are just really easy to place. Alright, so you're going to come over here. You're going to give a woolly moth caterpillar to this redstone, and then we're going to bury that redstone. We're going to hit it with a tile upgrade. Once you do, now that it's over 50, bury both of these, locking in your Okra. Arsenic with double tags. That doesn't immediately help, but it might help later on. Jet. Then upgrade this tile. And go Warthog, because it'll be adjacent to a mineral. And then you could just put a red oat in, I guess. I don't think that one really matters. Warthog. Shouldn't need to touch anything else now. That's 4 of 4. It is only 7 of 10 on your theater, actually. So you just need to put more stuff in. We also need to start our next village. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I guess? No, I want a second Savannah village. Hunters gain 7 pop from Plundering Miner. Hunters gain 9 pop from Plundering Miner. What are you doing over there? Damn. She's going crazy. -4 into +16. God, maybe you should just let him fight. It turns out it's really good. Nomad charge. Gold in Savannah. Or just Diplomat. Hey, Diplomat's gotta rock on this planet right now, surely. And then you need 10 different bioticums. We can go Red Oat, just because it's a 2-star. And then you want an animal in the ocean. We've already placed all of our ocean animals. So what's your deal? Adjacent to a mineral? Yeah, that's fine. I can make that work. Easiest thing to make work there is probably just going to be a herring. It really doesn't ask for much. And then I can have a jasper be next to an animal, and it's an extra gem biome, just in case we need one. This tile is going to be destroyed in relatively short order. There you go. That should put us at 10. So that's your theater done. Good. Your fishing fleet is done, your Crimson Castle is done, your Temple of Kaitan is not done, but we've done as well as we can on it. Your statue's done, your Le Chateau is done, and you don't have anything else going on in your life. So, with our remaining 33 Eon, let's go make the Diplomat happy. Papaya is a tree. And then we can put a parakeet next to it. A nice little one-patch, two-bioticum synergy. Amethyst would be next to animal, but is there a second animal I could get in on it? Well, let's see what project the Diplomat gives us first, because that might influence the way that we put the rest of these down. Or whether you get a booster over here, which you do. So what if we had that be wild dog, wild dog? And then what if you gave me animal breeder? Oh, what if you came up with the idea for an animal breeder, though? No? Well, we're kind of on the animal road already. So I'll go ahead and take Trapper. You want to be next to a prey animal, so we will not be using that plant booster. Prey or critter. So either parakeet or guinea fowl. I don't think I can put trees in Savannah yet. So it's going to be guinea fowl, just to keep the dogs happy. And it's an animal. And then gold biodiversity, if there's 5 distinct animals in biome. 1, 2, 3. He would be 4th. That is not currently true. So let's go pit viper into guinea pig. And hope that that's enough for you to trigger your next idea. Because it'll definitely trigger Trapper. Idea. Animal breeder, thank you so much. Love it. So you sit here and count all your goodies for a while. Then we gotta figure out where these micro are going to go. Plus 50 in tagged flower does not help us. These two are not going to be good yet. Food upgrade on an animal. Any animals on boosters? No, no, no. Yes, but gold. Okay, so once again, we will not be using sphagnum moss. Unless, we will not be using sphagnum moss. Science on a plant. I gotta tell you, it's not ringing any... Oh, wait, no, it is ringing a bell. Get that alder buffed up. And then I'm gonna need one more spot after that. Like a woolly willow? No, because the only science you get out of it is from the bone. That's a trap. This actually gives base science. It is getting a lot from the Primal Flint Legacy, but it does give base science. But I don't think that output from Legacy Biotica is multiplied. And then your gold on a mineral booster. But I could just give you a woolly moth caterpillar. You are going to extinct yourself. So take one of those. And then should you also extinct these other 2 plants? I think you should. You have so much currency right now. So you would be adjacent to a plant bioticum here, and you would probably... No, you're not going to incentivize the hunters to expand. You are going to incentivize the miner to expand, though. And this is because they are free tile upgrades. So they save us from using any others. Good. New era. Everyone come get together and fight with the Huntress Bees. This is an interesting spot to take a fight. Oh, I see, it's an overlapping army. This is a very aggro planet today. Poet just now arriving, because apparently his boats are fairly slow. And Huntress has an absolutely enormous rifle. Good. Very good. Extra draft charge from our biodiversity, extra prosperity, a couple more micro charges. Age of Horror, I'm not all about it. Tropical Paradise, really? I guess it is a lot of rainforest, savanna, or ocean. I don't think we have the birds, though. I'm just going to go with City of Dreams, because we have legendary gold to put down. Oh, the Huntress is building it. Oh. That's a shame. In that case, maybe we will do Age of Horror. Because they're all going to steal it from each other, I think. Then, we need to burn draft charges here. Burn 1. Burn 2. Burn 3. Buy 1. And this needs to be Mammoth. Mammoth. And it's a Dark Offering. How about that? I will take Mammoth. So now we need to figure out how to get everything to fit. We have an Omni Booster level 3 over here. You have no biodiversity in here right now. And you're going to need 23. And you've taken almost no biodiverse animals. Okay, so one of them you can have be an invasive species. What do you do? I can't read it because it's cut off. We will check it in the collection. It doesn't look like it does anything. Each distinct fur, each food, on planet. Mammoth can go anywhere. It does not need to be in the Ice Age biome. Smilodon. Each animal in this biome. Each distinct cat bioticum on the planet. Smilodon can go in this biome. All plants in this biome gain extinct 35 food in the extinct rule. So you could invasive species a giant sloth into another biome and have it make plants go extinct. That's really interesting. Good to know. So first things first, we need to get our biodiversity in this Ice Age biome up. We're going to put the mammoth somewhere else, but we still need 13. And we cannot upgrade this slot because we cannot replay a ground squirrel. Good. Off you go. Probably should have put you here now that I look at it, but too late now. You're at 6. I can put a Smilodon there instead. Level 3 Science. Go ahead and put a Kettle Lake here. That's going to put you at 12, I think? 11. Okay. No, 12. You've unlocked Passion Fruit and Onyx, which have double output. Okay. Now you can smile it on. Go here. Each fish bioticum, each food for the animal within borders with the highest food. It's probably going to be a sushi bar, because look at these double mineral boosters that we have to contend with over here. Okay. You have a lot of resources in your legacy biotica. You don't. So I can arsenic here. You know, you may be able to put the mammoth here as well. Then I can jet here. And then I want to give you one more animal. And this will just be a level 1. Okay. There's our entity. Good stuff. Hello, entity. Lovely to see you. It's going to be tough to get it to be a Castorides. But I could go red-backed vole, mink, plant. Mink. Then any plant. Adjacent to 2 distinct biotica with base gold. You're next to 1. I'm sure I can make you next to a second. You're also at 15 biodiversity here. You do need to put down the sloth still. Why don't you go ahead and upgrade this? Three and 3. No, you need to expand to it first. So I need to incentivize you to expand. Plant, animal, some kind of mineral there probably, and I can get a Castorides down. Each distinct adjacent undergrowth is going to be a tall ask. But I definitely want to put animals down. So Castorides here. Castorides goes extinct, so you can alder here. And then you'll just need to be next to 1 mineral. And I may decide to not use that science booster and have it be either a mammoth or a sloth. Can I convince you... No, you need to expand first. There's a specific order to these things. Go ahead and expand. Good. Because I want you to expand out this way. And I want to know where the boosters are on those 3-star tiles that I made before you do it. Because I don't think you can see boosters until you expand to them. So you'll want one of those to be minerals for the Castorides, which is great, because it finishes Metropolis of Industry for you. Then we'll go take care of the poet a little bit. Expand. Also, what do you want to make? I think all of these are going to be relatively difficult for you, my friend. Unless you have a lot of metals you can put in Rainforest that you forgot about. Legendary gold, and that's about it. Although, it's going to be a lot of science from that legendary gold. So go ahead and take your blast furnace. You will be blast furnacing gold here before too long. No boosters, but that's fine. One of these has to be a mineral, remember. Yeah. So have it be primal flint, just to get free stuff out of it. Then the other one can be a mammoth. Then the other one can be... Oh, I already got it. Have a mammoth, a giant sloth, a smilodon, and a ground squirrel. But I haven't put the giant sloth down. I guess it counts legacy biotica. That's annoying, though. I don't feel like that counts. I'm going to put the giant sloth down anyway. This is a true Ice Age. There we go. Now, what's your plan? You need to start trade routes with other people, and other people need to start trade routes with you. You have 2 available, but nobody else has invented anything that you want. Actually, you're about to trigger one, aren't you? No. But what if I were to offer you legendary gold? It is 8 biodiversity. Destroying this patch is going to take you down to 9. Onyx wants to be next to Herbivore, and it's Dark Offering. Gold is Dark Offering. This is going to be a really good game. Plant Booster? No. I'm making Rich Hills to guarantee myself a Mineral Booster, and I'm putting Legendary Gold there. That's also going to be a sick passion fruit. Alright, Legendary Gold. Here. It's not going to be amazing for now, but we can get it more mystery. It's also going to make your blast furnace crazy. So you're going to start a trade route. You are going to want to trade with the Huntress. You guys are friends, right? You remember your friend, the Huntress? Ooh, he does not like the Huntress. Do you like the Huntress? You don't like the Huntress. I may need to trigger you guys to fight each other. Huntress is 84 military. Miner's 82. Toad is 32. My best shot is to get the Miner to fight the Huntress and win. So let's give him everything his heart desires. Go ahead and put a passion fruit down. That's going to take you to 8 biodiversity, and you need to get to 12. You want to be adjacent to an herbivore bioticum. A red howler is an herbivore. I can have it be next to 1 fruit. I can have it be next to 2 fruits with the pitaya. I can have it be next to 3 fruits with Jabuticaba. And Jabuticaba wants to be next to animal. Go ahead and unlock here. Upgrade it here. I think the best this Howler Monkey is ever going to do is 3. Because I would really like that mineral to be the Onyx. Is that double tags? No, it's double output. Oh, shit. You go ahead and go here. You go here. You... For each distinct, we're going to have to upgrade that tile as well. But you go here so that you're even further away. And then we drop Rainforest one more time and we're looking for fruit again. Kentucky Coffee Tree is fruit, unfortunately. I'm too far away. Rambutan each gold in the adjacent bioticum with highest gold. Oh, it needs to be next to the legendary gold. We have to find a way to make that happen. It can go here, and then the red howler can go here. It can be done. You go here. And then red howler goes... Oh, but then it's not adjacent to the herbivore. It's all wrong. Can I get an herbivore? Can I buy an herbivore tag? For mystery? Hang on, that's kind of sick. Because doesn't that make my legendary gold way better? Not way better. Tagged metal? No, not tagged metal, tagged herbivore. there's still a way you can do this. You can upgrade this tile. You can have the red howler go here. Chaputa Kaba goes here. You don't actually have to be next to an animal. Red howler here. It was just burning Eon, but like what else are we gonna do with it? Yeah, that makes Guardian Fruit so much better. Makes Onyx so much better. We're at 17 now. Passion Fruit gets turned on. Poet stealing tech from Diplomat. No, I want you to steal from the Huntress. I need you to take the Huntress's things. You can have Hotel. What other good 3 stars, or maybe even 2 stars, we can put in Rainforest? We can do... Brazilwood's going to be big, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 potential trees we can put in a rainforest. In fact, one of them's even on a 3-star science booster. Adjacent to 2 distinct plants. No, put the Brazilwood there. Annoying that we're just giving it to the scientist, but it's going to be very good. Upgrade here. One of those is going to be a Kentucky coffee tree. The other one is going to be an aquamarine, maybe? Just to get one down. Just make sure you stay above 12. Kentucky coffee tree. Any good animals we're missing out on? Tapir. Each plant in this biome. That's actually really good too, and it's Dark Offering. You'd be at 6. You'd have to find 6 more. It can maybe be done. You're adjacent to 2 distinct plants here. So it's not a bad rubber tree, and it's another tree. Brazil was already capped, it doesn't even matter. Can't play either of those. I really want to find a way to push 18. Firestarter can work here. That would be 17. And then anything here. A plant, specifically. Because that's going to make Tapir work. Oh, this gives you 1 biodiversity if you have at least 5. Yeah, do that. Then you have enough surplus biodiversity to put down a tapir, and it's going to be a fat tapir. It's going to push Diplomat to 100 prosperity. Good. 540. I kind of expected it to be higher. But I guess it is what it is. So there's you done. Literally didn't even have to touch the savannah. That's a level 4 city from just a rainforest. This is a really, really high output rainforest. Yeah, it doesn't even look that inspiring on the surface, but holy cow. Alright, and then let's go finish Capital of Poetry. And you need an expansion. Go get them. What do you want to make? Probably Opera. Does this only look at Biotica? It only looks at Mystery and Biotica. Okay, so it's not going to look at Mystery and Buildings. Then what? Cafe? You're going to get 120 Mystery out of Opera. 120 Mystery is going to be... Yeah, it's going to be so much more. You're going to get way more. You don't even have to count. It's going to be better. You need 1 more plant in biome. 3-star. Can I interest you in a Savannah draft for something good? Sorghum. All undergrowth biotica on the planet. Sure, sign me up. Not even reading the rest, but I'm sure we've got some of that somewhere else. So you go ahead and take this, and then the bottom row is going to be your plant row. And that's going to push you to level 4 by itself. I really wish that people would be willing to trade with the Huntress, because we haven't spread anywhere. But nobody wants to attack the Huntress. 85 military. He's got 92, but he's too busy stealing from the poet. 35s, you can't even bother attacking the Huntress. I don't know how to incentivize people to attack the Huntress. I don't think I can. Is the problem. And that's, like, it's going to be a huge obstacle to completing Age of Horror. We're a 770 prosperity planet, and it could very easily push 1,000 if I could convince them to, like, get mad at each other. But I don't think I can convince them to get mad at each other. So let's build this sorghum out a little bit. We'll just do what we can. Each science in adjacent plants. I don't have a good science in adjacent plant for Savannah. But you know what I do have? I have a lot of really good science in adjacent plants in rainforest. I think. Brazil wood? That's not going to cut it. You actually want one that's undergrowth. Actually, gumbo limbo is probably really good for artificial sweetener, even though it's only T1. Well, you'll be adjacent to 2 distinct plants, actually, if I put you here. And then you would be 60, and that would let the yam work. Alright, you've convinced me. You've convinced me that's a good idea. You go ahead and take one of these. And take one of these. And then upgrade here. It looks so out of place. It looks like it does not belong. And then you can take yam. And all of this is making our sorghum stronger. Good. Oryx wants 3 other distinct herbivores. That would be warthog, guinea fowl, and then Cape Buffalo wants to be adjacent to 3 undergrowth. I can get you next to... Here I could get you next to 2. I could get you next to 3 with an elephant grass. Yeah. And then you would see that other distinct herbivore. Also, all animals gain 10. Alright, that's pretty good. You can go here. You can go here. And then another animal can go here. To make the elephant grass excited. Like an oryx. Well, an oryx can just go here. Go ahead. And then we want more undergrowth. So that would be an okra. We want it to be next to a mineral. We could just have that be a mud pool for the biodiversity, I guess. And then you're out of savanna drafts? No, I can get one more savanna. Undergrowth me? Lions 0-15 for each predator? Unlikely. Show me something better. Each plant in this row? Love it. Say no more. Upgrade this tile. Mudbath for the biodiversity. You're not undergrowth. Who cares? You are undergrowth. I care. And then you have 6 micro. Plus 75% everything to a plant. No, I need something that boosts mystery out of a mineral. No. Where is your mystery coming from right now? 2 and 2. 2, 5. Did you ever play your crab meeting spot? I don't think you did. Does it give you mystery? No. Not that. Well, hold on. It is 50 science for everything on the planet. You should play that. You should bulldoze this. And then you need to replace it with mineral animal. So crab meeting spot's mineral. And then club hook squid is animal. An animal booster? No, come back. Mineral booster's still fine. Neon to place Biotica? I can fix that. Crab eating spot. Club hook squid. I'm actually mad that I can't get the Dark Offering out of the Huntress of the City. Because if even just one other person had it, it would trade everywhere else, and I have so many Dark Offerings on this planet, man. So many. And then it would all come back into the sacrificial altar. It's so sad. But yeah, that was a good play on the crab meeting spot. I would like to unlock a tarantula. Tag to metal? No. Krill? Probably. You're each adjacent coral or fish. So coral, fish, not a fish. It would need to be on the pearls. Because you're next to a fish and a coral, it's +8. And this is an extra 32 gold on legendary gold. Anything else in here that just gives mystery? I don't think so. I think you've exhausted almost all of it. Do you have any more ocean drafts? You could draft ocean one more time, and you have 10 biodiversity. It's worth a look. Each other distinct gem biotica? Probably not. I'm gonna get greedy and reroll. Yeah. And then I'm gonna bottlenose dolphin. That's the kind of thing I'm interested in. Because there are a lot of animals in this biome. And there are no animals in that rainforest, but still. So we upgrade here to take it to 3. We put a dolphin in there. And then possibly a critter. Do you have any ocean critters you haven't played yet? No, you've played all of them. Yeah, so you're just going to play a dolphin. You're going to get a ton of mystery. You're going to hope that you've stalled long enough that it makes people want to attack each other. No animal booster? I'll live. Oh, not enough biodiversity, of course. Alright, what can I put next to you that you'll like? Lawmaker Stone, or Basalt, I guess, will be next to 2 distinct animals already. That's not great. That's okay. That'll be fine. And then you go here. That's an extra 90 mystery. Anybody multiply mystery? Plant and mineral? Son of a... I don't have anything that multiplies mystery out of animal. Alright. The hunt continues for where all of the mystery on this planet is coming from. Mystery from animal. It's really not that much, is the biggest problem you're having, and mystery from animals. So all my mysteries in animals. I can't do anything with that. I could Tarantula the Legendary Gold. It is the highest yield biotica that I have by a pretty wide margin. So we should probably do that. And then what's the next highest yield biotica I have? And maybe that Brazil wood at 475. Now, Tapir's at 540. Amaranth is 270. Sorghum is like 600. And you do have a ladybug. Anybody else higher than 600? Yeah, this Smilodon's over 1,000. But do you have a... You don't have anything that can touch animals. It's all mineral and plant. Yeah, you can't do anything with that. Man, actually, like, kind of an unlucky game. This 850 prosperity. And actually kind of an unlucky game. This could have been a 1K game. It could have maybe been an 1100 game if a couple different things kind of connected. We also do still have 2 Eon. We could go here. It's not a 2-star slot. That is, though. It's not next to animals, though. You would be next to base gold. And in general, you like undergrowth. 50 intact flower, doesn't really do anything. 40% everything can upgrade mineral. 40% everything can upgrade mineral is probably a good crab meeting spot candidate. And then do you have a 3-star anything that you can just plunk down? Jet would be next to a single 1-star. Or a single 2-star. You're 1-star, 1-star, 1-star. That doesn't really accomplish anything. You could get a warthog down. Doesn't somebody else benefit from just animals in biome? Yeah, herd watch on the Cape Buffalo. Alright, I'm buying again. Warthog me. And then I think this is probably the last thing we do. We could fiddle around a little more, but honestly this planet kind of disappoints me. Only 1-star Age of Horror, man, and like completely out of our control. Just because I can't convince these guys to hate each other for once. Right? You're not missing like a UI element here? Doesn't look like... Well, I'm gonna try one more thing. What if I buy an expansion charge and I tell you to use it? No. I was hoping it would lead to like a border conflict or something, but yeah, I don't think I can incentivize them into attacking each other. Which makes me very sad. But that's the best we're gonna be able to do. Doesn't even give you the cutscene. Still though, 875 on a planet where we basically did not finish the third era turning point. I'm not going to complain about that one at all. Take a 923. And most importantly, that's our last achievement done. So this is the last game of Reus that we're going to play until the release of the Wetlands expansion, which I think is, what does it always say down here? There it is, Everglades DLC. July 2025. So we're going to put Reus on the back burner for a little bit. But we have completed all of the milestones that we set out to accomplish. The only ones that we have left are ones that are a little grindy. Have 250 cities in your universe. Actually, we're really close on prosperity, but we'll get it in July. These are still going to be here. We finished... I thought we did this. I could have sworn that we invented cheese. But apparently not. Huh. So again, we'll just have to take care of that in July, because I think we've done all the Reus that we would really like to do here. We still have a lot of biotica that we would like to get some gold borders on. Apparently, we still have to get an invention, and we still have to finish out 2 very grindy milestones, but the game will be around for that, and I'm sure there's going to be more stuff that they release after this that we will check out when it comes out. So if you've enjoyed Reus, appreciate the support for the channel. Leave a subscribe on the channel and a like on the video if you enjoy this kind of content. And if you're looking forward to what's going to come next, why not drop a comment and let me know what you would like to see me play. But until then, take care, and I'll see you next time.